Pretty much. My shades. You gotta clean the motherfucking shades, man. It seems like even if I'm not wearing them, it's cold. Well, right now it's like 60 something degrees. I think the highest is gonna get today is 70, 72. The lowest is gonna get around nighttime is gonna be around 68. So, yeah. And the bad thing about it is the winds are blowing, you know. So y'all, let's get into it, man. I heard this in a bar the other day. Somebody was wearing a shirt, and the shirt said, it had the blue and the red states, and it and it said the people have spoken. Well, the people that voted spoken, because majority of Americans didn't go out there and fucking vote. Sorry, buddy. And for, like, you know, electing the candidate, man. I think some of y'all drink this Kool-Aid and think that, like, nobody wants change, like nobody wants different, like nobody wants a better economy and all this stuff. I think people, they look at a particular candidate and then they go with the person that makes them feel the fuzziest, the warmest, and stuff like that. You try to find somebody that you can relate to and who is honest and all these things. And I don't think we get all that a lot. I think people are failing to realize that you don't know these people. You know of them more than they know of you. And you're trying to decipher whether or not the person is a good person or good candidate for you. You know, and then when they get in, you know, what's going to happen? You don't know. And sometimes you won't feel it until years later. So now you up over here, you praying. You praying to God, got your fingers crossed and all that, and all the 9 yards or whatever. But you know, it's kind of crazy how people they just put all the eggs in one basket, man. You know, you got more faith in this guy than you got in Jesus Christ. It's crazy. You know, some people got more faith in this man or this woman than they have in their own mama or their own daddy. You know, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got some people out here making shrines and getting on the knee and shit like that. That's their prerogative. That's their prerogative, but I'm not gonna sit up over here and act like this person gonna do bad and that person. We ain't gonna know, man. We're not gonna know until we're not gonna know until he gets in and start really lacing down how he's gonna do things, because we don't even know how he's gonna do things. We hear about what he's gonna do, but he ain't said how. I mean, okay, with the tariffs, he gonna raise tariffs for Mexico, China, and other countries that whatever that he deems need to be, the tariffs need to be raised. But what is that gonna do for the American people? People really sit up over there and they laugh about and they laugh and they cheering about the tariffs with Mexico. Well, if we pull up a spreadsheet of all the things that we get from Mexico, you guys would shit bricks if you talk about raising tariffs. cars, car parts, tires, um, moldings, electronical stuff, produce, not just avocados, your tomatoes, some of your eggs, some of your beef, pork, chicken. So, and then you say about China. So, okay, don't China own Smithfields or something like that? Don't China own one of the biggest, one of the biggest pork joints around here? Right? Don't they own one? So a lot of our car parts, where they come from? China. From the brand new cars that you get, come from China. Right? So when you go to the automotive, your dealer or whatever, some of those parts are made in fucking China, or some of the internals are made in China. So they get them from China, they put them, they put it all together, and then there you go. So if you guys want to say rub up the tariffs, you're not willing up the tariffs for Mexico or China. You're willing up the tariffs for the individual businesses that import to America. You know, that import to America. Now, all you farmers out there with your migrant workers or sponsoring people to work in your fields or work in your fields, tend to your cattle and all that stuff, and you sponsor them and stuff like that, and they're not citizens. They own work visas, right? What do you think is going to happen to them? Right? What do you think is going to happen to them? Construction sites. What do you think is going to happen to them? You know? I don't know what's going to happen to them. I don't know if the tariffs is going to go up. I don't know. He may do it. He may not do it. It's in his back pocket. It's in his wheelhouse. He could do it if he wanted to. It's his prerogative. But I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for. It could come out to be good, but most likely, listen to anybody that working that field, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good if you raise tariffs by 30-50%. If you raise them at all, the price for goods is already high as it is. The price for everything is already as high as it is. You go to most of your clothes is made in China, Taiwan, and all them places, Mexico. So what do you think is gonna happen? You know, all y'all like them Nikes and all them expensive brands and shit like that. Why do you think TJ Maxx ain't even went up on prices? Why do you think Burlington Coat Factory went up on prices? And look at your tags. Look at your motherfucking tags. You know? Nah, for real. Go through your wardrobe, and I bet you're gonna find something that says made in China. Hell, Trump couldn't afford to get his house made made in China. Huh. Come on now. You know, I don't know, bro. I just don't know, man. I just don't think that. Are they open? No, they ain't open early enough for me. I just don't think that a lot of this shit is gonna go the way like a lot of people plan it, man. I could be wrong. It's just my 3 cents. I don't represent nobody, just myself. I'm not trying to represent anybody out there and try to be the spokesperson for somebody and shit like that. You know, I'm just giving my 3 cents. That means my opinion on what I think is how it's going to go down. And man, oh man, I like how people really think that nobody wants change. Like I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I think it's crazy how people will sit up there and come out with all kind of things to say to grandstand on someone losing. You know, somebody that's 80 something years old had two losses in his family, to include one of his sons, right? For people to talk about him pardoning his son, you know, he's about to probably retire from politics, live out the last of his days. Because when you get 80 something years old, man, you're on borrowed time. You know, you got one foot on earth and one foot in the grave, man. You can go at any time. And he probably, you 80 something years old, come on, man, you probably ain't got 2 or 5 years to waste on your son sitting in a jail cell. Just saying. And for people to say, well, that just gave Trump ammunition to pardon the January 6ers. No, that is not ammunition. It's ammunition if you want to spin it that way, but he don't know these January 6ers. These January 6ers are not his kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? They're not his kinfolk. You know, you're talking about people who aided in abetting to the death of individual or individuals. You know, they all went there, they bust up in there, right? And somebody died. You know, I'm just saying. Ain't that aiding and abetting? Right? I mean, if people out there chanting 1776, what do you think they mean? You know, before they bust up in there. You know, so yeah, you know, and at the same time as, you know, he was getting looked at for, I think he still is getting looked at by Fani Willis for the January 6th stuff. I think he is. Well, maybe not. I could be wrong. So I forget. Yeah. There's been so many cases going on, man. It's just, with that dude, it's hard to keep up. But you guys want to talk about law and order and nobody's above the law. Obviously, they had a whole hearing on what Trump can get, what the president can or cannot get away with because of Donald Trump. Obviously, they were trying to put them all under presidential acts. Obviously, they wasted millions of dollars of taxpayers' money and having experts and lawyers testify, and historians testify on what are presidential acts for immunity. So obviously, if people want to say, if anybody's want to harp on Joe Biden talking about people who are above the law, obviously the Republicans were fighting for being above the law with presidential acts. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, bro. Y'all, I don't really quite remember the hearing, but I remember watching a lot of it, because it's just so much stuff that I be listening to. But obviously somebody's above the law, dog. Obviously, come on. I mean, nobody, and above the law, nobody's calling out Jim Jordan. He was subpoenaed, right? He was subpoenaed. He'd never showed up, but everybody wanted to hold Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress, but not Jim Jordan. I'm just saying, just my 3 cents. And there's a couple of other people that failed to report for their hearings in front of that were subpoenaed, you know, to answer questions. You know, how about people start asking Jared Kushner how you get all that money? How about people? What's the other thing that I brought up to somebody yesterday and it went over their head? How about everybody start asking for all the records from the investigation with Fani Willis between some of these people in our own very own government? You know, how about people start requesting their phone records and their emails, their whole communication with people in our government to see if they were talking to people before they went into this whole investigation on Fani Willis and her little boyfriend and all that shit, right? Huh? You know, I like how people say Fani Willis was going on lavish vacations when clearly when you hear the hotel they were staying at, like, and the seats that they were buying and all that shit, it was nothing of lavish. It was just, you know, vacation, you know, well within their wheelhouse. And I like how when people tried to pull up her how she paid for her campaign and won, I like how it flew past everybody's head on how she had to take out a mortgage on her house to pay for her campaign. I like how people forget about that. And it wasn't from her taking money from the state. I like how people forgot about that. You know? Crazy. She sure did held under pressure though, man. You know? But, you know, if people want to cry about anything, damn it. Uh-oh. Where I put it? Let me pull over. If people want to cry about anything, man, they should be crying about something completely different, man. Damn it. Don't tell me something. Damn it. See, this be that bullshit, man. Damn. Give me 1 second, y'all. Damn. I gotta go back home. I left something that. Damn. I thought I had it right there. It's not none of my pockets. Fuck. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go, man. I gotta make some phone calls.